Legends EA has been out for a couple weeks now, which has given people time to play it and form their opinion on it. Although I'm not one of those people. In general, I've been okay with skipping certain modern Pokemon games. From the Diamond Pearl remakes to Gen 9, as well as DLC for Sword Shield, not every modern offering from Pokemon has been interesting enough for me to personally buy. However, I did get Legends Arceus, and I played through the whole game once and genuinely enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun take on the franchise and it had a lot of potential for the future. But as we all saw the rollout for Legends ZA, I just wasn't as hooked as I hoped I would be, and I'm still deciding if I want to give it a shot. So I figured while I still have no negative or positive bias toward the game since I haven't played it, I wanted to ask the internet their opinion of it. And at the time of recording this, I've gotten nearly 2,000 replies, so people are definitely vocal about this game. So let's take a look at the community's honest opinions of ZA, and I'm just gonna hide usernames so no one gets attacked for their opinions, cause, you know, Pokemon community. Pros: character design and dialogue is top tier, battles are quick and very fun, many megas in the same team. Drip: final arc of the story is amazing and challenging. Cons: the city map graphics in general, scaffolding parkour is too janky, side quest bloat, and mega pyroar. Again, I haven't played the game yet, but I can look at it visually and confirm that I really do like the character designs, and I especially like the character customization with the outfits. I think the outfits look awesome. Everything that I've seen so far has looked really cool and unique. I think the fashion is a little bit better on the girls' side than the boys' side, but it's still really cool overall, and that's something that I can give it praise for off the bat. Also, multiple megas in a team is really cool, but some of the mega designs I really was not a fan of. I thought Mega Starmie was absolutely terrible, and I actually haven't seen Mega Pyroar yet, so I'm going to take a look at it right now and give my genuine reaction to it. If you're trying to avoid it, go ahead and skip ahead in this video, but here we go. This might be the lowest effort thing I've seen from Pokemon in a while, and that's saying something. Why would you even put this in the game? It's so low effort that it's actually embarrassing to be in the game. Fuck. The most into a game I have been from the get-go in a long time. The tutorial holds your hand for longer than I liked, but once you're set free, it's been an experience and a feeling I've not had in ages. Exploring the city, completing the story, and the decks all blend so naturally. I know we're only a couple comments in, but these were some of the highest liked replies in all of the comments section, so there seems to be some high praise for the game so far. I need to see what other people are saying, obviously, but so far it's really been a positive turnaround for Pokemon. Okay, maybe not every comment was positive. The buildings are flat and the game could really benefit from some solid voice acting. Those are the only real complaints I have. This game has been a joyride through and through. There's so much to love about it. Easily one of the best Pokemon games I've played. So another person who is thoroughly enjoying the gameplay with some valid criticisms on the side. I really don't understand why there's no voice acting in Pokemon. I feel like that's unacceptable at this point, especially when you have such vibrant and cool looking characters. I feel like their personalities would really shine through with some voice acting. And yeah, the environment itself leaves a lot to be desired. I think that if you're going to contain the game in one singular city, then that city really has to have a lot of life and flavor. And I feel like that's an aspect of the game that's really lacking. Despite the gameplay and all the character designs looking great, the city leaves a lot to be desired. So while the game is a lot of fun, yeah, there's a lot of people upset about the overall polish of the game, and that's completely valid. Terribly paced start, extremely charming when you actually sit down and play it. All the care and attention definitely went into all the character models and dialogue. No voice acting is weird, a little clunky, but at the end of the day, fun. Not worth $70 though. This comment mentioned two of the other recurring criticisms I saw outside of no voice acting, which is that the tutorial was just mind-numbingly long, and that the game is overpriced. I can't speak on the tutorial because I haven't experienced it. I'm sure a lot of people in the comments can tell me about it, but as far as the $70 price tag goes, it's just one of those things where I feel like each individual person will view it differently. For example, someone can look at a multi-billion-dollar company like the Pokemon Company and say that they're not pouring the proper amount of resources and assets into this game that they're fully capable of doing, therefore it's not worth the $70 price tag, and that's completely understandable. But another person can look at it and say, despite the graphical limitations and no voice acting and all that stuff, I still had so much fun with the game that I got 200 quality hours of gameplay out of it, and that 200 hours was worth the $70 price tag. So it's an ongoing argument between people, and you can spin it both ways and make an entire video separate on just this one topic, but at the end of the day, it's just how people value the game. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Well, fuck, that's the most sound argument yet. I really can't dispute that one. I agree. Great game, hate is way overblown. I understand people not liking it, but I genuinely think it's the best Pokemon game we've got in years. The story ties extremely well the loose ends of XY while expanding in its own way. Graphics are whatever, but they don't bother me at all. So this kind of reinforces my point earlier that everyone's gonna look at this game differently. This person pointed out that yeah, the graphics aren't great. And for a lot of people, that's damning, and they don't see them buying the game strictly because of that, because they think the Pokemon company can do a lot better. But they had so much fun with the game that they can overlook it, and it was worth it to them. So this being probably the highest liked reply in my comments section when I asked this question is very telling that people just seem to enjoy the game and can overlook the flaws that it has because Pokemon has moved somewhat in the right direction as far as changing it up and offering a fun experience. To which this person says, suffers from inexcusable shortcomings that don't stop it from being carried by an X factor that's extremely fun and engaging. Another step in the right direction, but I'm getting tired of steps in the right direction. We need a home run from this series soon. This is another sound, agreeable take because I too think that Pokemon does need that definitive home run of a game, because while Legend ZA was fun for a lot of people and they did see it as that positive shift in the right direction, a lot of people also saw this game as more of the same that they've been disappointed by ever since Pokemon took the leap to 3D home console editions of the series, and a lot of people are still disappointed by what this company is putting out because they do have the resources, they do have the success, and they don't see it as it translating into an absolute quality experience in this generation of Pokemon, and it's justifiable. That's all I can say. You can either have a lot of fun with this game, or you can see it as lacking for a company that has had more success than any other company in this space. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was expecting a lot of back and forth. For every positive comment, there was a negative comment, but probably 90% of what I read was overwhelmingly positive. And yes, people pointed out tons of flaws with this game, but it was never to the point where they were saying it was too much to enjoy the game. It was, yeah, I can overlook this because the charm was there, the characters were awesome. I love the way that the Pokemon interacted with the world, the gameplay was fun, I enjoyed the new battle system. People seem to really like this game, so let me know your thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA. Did you like it as much as the people on Twitter did? And if not, let me know as well. I want to hear everyone's opinion, and I think that there was nothing that turned me away from trying this game myself. So I think that I'm going to give Pokemon Legends ZA a legitimate shot. Never mind, this proves that this game's dog shit.